open the show. Oh my god. Hi. Hello. It is me. I am here. I am here by myself because Josh had to go work like a fucking adult. Like I don't I responsibility working at a job. What is this? No dead air. There is no dead air here. There is only me. Almost on time. I know, almost. I was almost on time. I actually had the option of being fully on time, but I waited a couple minutes because Arwyn's laptop decided to die. Just work? Yeah, what the fuck? Josh is out here working. What? Work? Yeah, working. Josh is working and here. He's pulling a double shift. What the hell? What is this? He's doing two things. We are assuming that the work that he has to do is work that they actually really needed him there for. Because definitely there's no job out there that would drag their employee in to do nothing. That wouldn't happen. That's never happened before. Whamman power. Yes. Whamman power. I think I misspelled whamman, actually, when I was doing it. I did. I know it looked wrong. I just kept staring at the thumbnail and I was like, there's something wrong. I don't know what it is. But whatever. You know what? It's more chaotic to misspell things. Let's be honest with ourselves. Hello. I'm glad I can just make you laugh right out of the gate. That's awesome. Hello. Hi. Arwyn might join us at some point. I don't really know when. She's getting her new laptop set up. So rings of women. There are rings of women. So that is true. That is a thing that's occurring. I actually wasn't going to start off with that one. I found a few articles because I didn't want to do like a video. I can't do a torture, like, you know, a video analysis without Josh. I can't do that. I don't have it in me. I don't have the heart. I don't have the heart to torture my chat without Josh here. These are the days of our women. Yes, these are the days of our women. And hello. Hi, peoples. Hellos. And hello, Chris. Oh my god, Chris has all the power because Josh has, yeah. You slacked, Josh, by working a real job. How dare you? That's not allowed. We don't do that here. What is this bullshit? Yeah, no, we don't. I found a few articles. I want to talk about the silly stoof. Because of my own job, I really haven't been keeping up with a whole lot of stuff. That and with the Big Minutes being on hiatus, I've kind of lost track of what's going on, really. So I kind of scrolled around, just kind of went la. What should I talk about tomorrow? And I found Stoof. So I don't know how many of y'all have had the unfortunate, just the unfortunate in general, of watching the She-Hulk stuff. I watched my experience was through the lens of Jay Longbone, so it was like the cringe was tampered down a little bit. And I don't really know anything about She-Hulk, except that she's Bruce Banner's cousin and got her powers from like a blood transfusion, I think, from Bruce. And she's a lawyer, and like for the most part she stays in Hulk form, but it's not the same. Like she doesn't have like the rage shit as much. Like her power isn't manifested through rage. She kind of has it. And that's about it. That's all I know. I don't really know anything else about her. Even I could tell there was something wrong with that trailer. Or multiple like teasers or whatever. I just, yeah, nah. Yeah. Hello. Hold on. Select. Hello. What's going on? I was talking about the cringy shit that I saw a little bit of. the She-Hulk thing. We're in the year of 2022. Our technology is insane. You know, there really isn't an excuse at this point unless like you're trying to CGI a whole human, which I just don't do that. I've seen what you try to do in Star Wars. Don't do not try to CGI a whole ass human, okay? Um it doesn't work. We're not to the point where we can do that. But for the most part, we can do a lot of stuff. I don't know how we could have really bad CGI with such high budget movies. I don't understand, or high budget shows, or just high budget in general. I don't understand that. It's like that's so bizarre to me. Where is the money going? I know there's a lot of people that work on these things, but you'd think if you're gonna have something that kind of leans on having CGI, you should kind of put the money into it and it give the CGI artists the time to actually make something halfway decent. I don't think there's any excuse nowadays. Especially anything that comes out of Disney. They have so much money, it's stupid. I just don't understand why on earth like really shitty CGI from really big companies is allowed to exist. I don't get that. I like practical effects for the most part. They do age better than CGI for the most part too. I think the perfect combo though is practical effects and then you add a little bit of CGI with it. But if you are going to go the full CGI, give those people the time to actually do what they're doing correctly. It doesn't age well. And if somebody goes and watches it in the theater, that's a big screen to see all of the little details that you didn't fix in post. Like I just why do y'all still watch it? Watch what? I don't watch Disney. The closest thing I have got to watching something what was the last did I watch anything Disney recently? That's like new. I don't think so. And I just mean like on my own. I don't mean like watching it through the lens of like a reviewer or like through EFAP or whatever. I really don't recall watching anything super recently. I think WandaVision might have been the last thing I just kind of just watched it. Like didn't have someone like doing commentary over it. Just like straight up watch. I think that was the last thing I watched. And that hasn't aged well at all. It still stings disappointment with that. Y'all talk about it like it's going out of style. I love y'all, but at this point you're doing what? What am I doing? I don't understand. I don't understand your point, Montana. I'm confused. What are you talking about? Blame Marvel, not the FX team. I don't blame the FX team for it. I blame them for not giving the FX team the time to do it. It's really what it is. Who was first? Yeah, he totally beat your ass on that. Yeah. Although that really, it's really funny seeing Chris Evans' head on like this very like small human. You know, doesn't work. It's funny. That didn't really age well either, CGI wise. I got the YouTube. Hello! I'm glad you got the YouTube notification. That's exciting. I thought the last movie you watched was. Oh my god, you're right. I forgot Love and Thunder existed. Oh, that's so funny. You're right. Yeah, no, you're right. I didn't give them money to watch that though. That was no. That's so funny. I was excited about the cringe in that movie. I thought it was gonna be like Moonfall. It was not Moonfall. Moonfall is by far the more superior um movie out of the two. The show might be good. You'll just have to wait and see the trailers have done. Yeah, that's not. That's the thing. All I have to go on is what the people are saying that are in charge of the production of it, the market team, and all of that. All I have is their marketing. So I'm kind of just sitting here like, um, y'all haven't done a good job marketing this. And if you haven't done a good job marketing, then why on earth would I bother to consume your product? You know what I mean? Like, the whole point is you are trying to sell me a product by me consuming it with my time, right? And making me want to see this thing, but you have not at all given me a reason to want to see it. So, personally, you think it's going to be trash? It doesn't look good. It really doesn't. It doesn't look good. And I really hate this like trope of women have had the same power men have had. This man has had for like 5 seconds, while the man has had it for years, and she can do it better just because. I don't like that. I like to see people work for their shit, regardless of their gender. I like seeing that. You know, that kind of shit motivates me. I get motivated watching people work hard because I'm like, I should go work hard and do stuff and rise up. And the payoff is always so much better because you've grown with the character. So I just don't understand why they think women should automatically just be good at everything. It's like, okay, it's kind of stupid. I don't get that. What, women don't have to work hard? I work hard, and I don't think I think that's silly. I think it's silly that you are trying to tell me that women shouldn't have to work hard. I think women should work hard for the things that they want. I don't. That's I don't. Well, I'm a weirdo though, or maybe I just have internalized misogyny. This men versus women shit. Yeah, nah, that's kind of silly. That is absurdity. You can't. That's not. That's yeah. No, that's stupid. We're not. Logic. You want logical things to occur? Never. That will never ever say. Then the She-Hulk. Yes, I actually have that article. Hold on a second. Un momento. La la la. There we go. I'm about to like jump scare the shit out of y'all. What? Terrifying. Yeah. Inclusivity and made sure the story was told through a female lens. Okay. What? And everyone clapped. Just okay. You are a director. Yes, Cat is a female director. Yes. Okay. Because of that, it is going to have a tinge of femaleness to it because you are a woman. That's just kind of how that works. Um, and it's a story about a woman. So, and the main character is a woman. So, yes, it is going to be a show about a woman directed by a woman. So, yeah, there's going to be like female things happening because of that. I don't I don't get this. You wanted to make sure the story was told through a female lens. Your setup is a female lens already. I don't get it's such a weird. It's nonsense. It's absolutely just complete nonsense. A trigger warning. I said jump scare. Maybe I should have given you a few seconds. You just want a good story. You can't have good stories. That's no bullshit. You can't have that. Oh. Like everyone, they mean the applause. Oh yeah, the applause. That's so funny. The MCU. I don't think everything they've done was like MCU based, but they're really starting to kind of lean into that. I think they should have just quit after Endgame. You know, they're the Marvel, the MCU at this point is like has devolved into what every big horror franchise ends up devolving into, where they just don't know where to go. Right? They had an ending, they had a definitive ending, and then they decided they wanted more money and they just kept going. And long after it should have ended is when this is going to end, when it just finally dies. So, unfortunately, I think this thing is going to keep going. I have a smidgen more faith in Warner Bros. At knowing when to stop. I think it's ballsy as fuck that they decided to stop the Batwoman shit. Or Batgirl. I guess they kind of canceled. CW canceled Batwoman, and then they canceled Batgirl. Jason X, God, does it? It just it's Jason X. Just wait till he gets the armor, and then once he gets the armor, continue watching. Just don't watch the first part. It doesn't matter. He's in space. That's all you need to recognize in Jason X is he's in space, and then skip to the part where he gets his armor, and then just keep going. A great end to this franchise. I have my problems with Endgame, but it should have stopped after Endgame, right? So, yeah, I love Jason X. The part where it really ramps up in fun is when he gets the armor. It is so fun. Reach out to, of course. Please tell me that's real. Is that real? That's so funny if that's true. Kevin Feige, stop. Please stop, sir. Jason gets armor. He also goes to space. I think the idea of him getting armor isn't nearly as insane as the idea of them sending Jason Voorhees to space on a spaceship. Yeah. The MCU didn't win, and he said he wanted to see more women than men. Okay, go take care of your fetish elsewhere. Stop like making it happen on the big screen. Okay? Go pay someone to take care of your fetish and just please go. Stop it. You got to stop it, dude. And go write your little fanfic in your office and just please stop. It's become an embarrassment. Yeah, it's really sad. Agreed. I'm glad I see somebody of equally great taste. Yes. Yes. When horror movie villains that have absolutely nothing to do with space go to space, they've reached their pinnacle. Yes. Do I think the show will fail? I don't know. I don't know enough about She-Hulk to know if the show will fail. I don't know how big the fan base is for She-Hulk. I don't know who even like wanted this. I don't know enough about it. I don't see it. It doesn't from what they have shown, I'll put it this way. From what they have shown me, it doesn't look good. I am not, as somebody who doesn't really know anything about She-Hulk, I am not in any way, shape, or form excited about this. Like they have not made me want to see this at all. Also, I'm just really tired of Mark Ruffalo. I am. He's somehow made the Hulk pathetic. I don't know how on earth you make the Hulk pathetic. Because even as Professor Hulk, he's not pathetic. So I just don't know how on earth we've done this to the Hulk. The Hulk, like a rage machine with like unfathomable strength. Like he's so strong. And he's only limited by how angry he gets. And you've made that character pathetic. It's crazy. I don't see it succeeding really. I don't know who this was really. Are there any She-Hulk fans in the chat? Like, did y'all want this? did y'all want a She-Hulk, like a live action She-Hulk series? Uh, yeah, Mark Ruffalo is kind of. I liked him at the beginning, like in Avengers and shit. Like I thought he was good. You know, I just he's kind of yeah raw macho masculinity. Yeah, they kind of turned him into like kind of a pathetic soy boy kind of hipster dude. I'm a fan and I don't want this crap. Okay, cool. Oh, that's one. Yeah, I wouldn't consider myself a fan because I don't really know anything about She-Hulk. I never got it. I don't. I was always more DC. Like that's what I started out with for the majority of my life, basically until I saw what was it? I think it was the first Thor movie. It's the first MCU movie I saw, and I think I only watched that because Anthony Hopkins was in it and it looked cool. So I was like, okay. I mean, like I like a good mythos story. Sure, I'll watch Thor. I don't really know anything about Marvel. Like I knew pretty much nothing about Marvel. The vagueness of I saw the Fantastic Four movies, which I don't really think anybody who's a fan of Fantastic Four considers those a good representation for the most part. Um, the I think I saw some of the X Men movies, a couple. I don't think I saw all of them, or whatever. I saw at least one, and then I think I dabbled a little bit in the oh what's it called the animated series I think because I knew the X-Men anime. I knew the music, the intro music. I think everybody knew the intro music, but I really didn't know Marvel. um, I didn't grow up on it. DC was pretty much what I grew up on. um, She-Hulk I've really had no I don't know really anything about her, and this is not appealing to me. I don't know if she's supposed to make all these like fourth wall breaks like Deadpool, but like I'm kind of sick of the Deadpool character at this point. You've overplayed him, so it's not funny anymore. You gotta Deadpool's one of those that you gotta know when to place him, and you've just overdone it. You've decided to make Harley Quinn more Deadpool for some reason. But she kind of it kind of gave me a little bit of like Deadpool vibes, and I was just like, stop it, no, I don't. The fourth wall was in the comics. Oh, okay, fourth wall break was in the comics. All right. What is your favorite superhero movie and why? The Dark Knight is my favorite superhero movie. I love The Dark Knight to death. It was really well cast. I like the original Mystique in the X-Men movies. I Jennifer Lawrence didn't do anything for me as Mystique, and I don't really even know that character. And I did. I just she like brought this atmosphere of condescension and to that character that didn't work. Does Eris have a Twitch account? I do not. I do not have a Twitch account. This actress is so great. I feel sorry for her. I don't even know who this actress is. I don't really know anything. I saw the trailer through obviously like Jay Longbones shit, but yeah, nah. I just yeah, I don't get it. Inclusivity. Like, yeah, I don't understand. Like okay, ads. Stop it. Um the fact that look at this. This is I don't know. It's concerning. I thought She-Hulk was also like ripped, but like ripped how women actually like used to be ripped, where they didn't look like they were secretly a dude. Oh God, that was Brie Larson. Oh, I'm sorry. I just scared the shit out of y'all. That was. I gave y'all like sudden Brie Larson. I am sorry about that. Let me see. Recent interview, the approaching a team of all women behind the camera. Did they earn those spots, or did you just look at their, their Whamans-ness? Okay, can we not stop it? Stop playing ads. God Lord. The director started. I will be so excited a day when it's not. Stop making it a big deal, and it will stop being a big deal. How about that? How about you stop trying to push that as if anybody gives a shit besides you? You are the only. You and your little group are the only people who care. Nobody cares about your. No, nobody cares. It's like, oh, there's only Whamans behind the camera and everything. It's like, okay, well, good for you. uh, what do you want? And beautiful when I show. Thank you. I could have today. I just decided not to. It's fine. Thank you though. I appreciate that. LinkedIn, stop it. We're not there yet, but I hope that this show will be part of that movement and just accept that some shows are predominantly led by women because that's how life is. Fuck off. I hate that. I hate that. I am not gonna clap because you have an all women like cast or an all women production team, all women crew. I don't care. That's not the important part to me. What's important to me is it good? Is it a good show? Why ads? Could you, for the love of Christ, calm down? Ads, ads, ads. Stop it. Dear fuck, I'm gonna have to get ad blocker. Bounding into comics, you are good, but please stop putting 20 bazillion ads on here. Please, for the love of God, stop it. Pissing me off. It was definitely something we talked about inclusivity and making sure the story was told through a female lens. Oh, fucking yay. Comic books have traditionally, in the art, been through the male gaze. Because they were kind of originally made with the idea that guys and like little boys were going to want to read it. That's what they were originally made for. I'm sorry that that's how it was in the past, but you're just going to have to get over that shit. Just move on. So there's a lot to talk about. What is the female gaze and how do we create from just make shit. You're a woman, make shit. There you go. There's the female gaze. How about that? That's it. That's all you got to do. I know it's crazy. Women creatives just go and make shit. I'm going to try to make shit one day, but I have time. Do y'all have an all women origin? Yeah, I know, right? My God, let's just go. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. Women cast for straight. Yeah, Ruffalo needs to be in it. Yeah. What about the guys in the comics? Rip guy. It's fine. It's fine that like Conan basically has like a loincloth. And it's fine. That's fine. And boots. He has the loincloth boots and I think arm bracers. And maybe like a sheath for his sword. I think that's pretty much his entire attire. That's fine. Who cares? But these women though, like yeah, it's still gendered. I don't get it. Have you gone into Walmart, woman? Have you? Have you walked into Walmart? There's like kind of clearly a guy section and then a girl section. But guess what? Nobody gives a shit what gender goes into those sections. If a chick, hi, hello, I've gone into like the guy section because sometimes the guy toys will have cool action figures because like Walmart has that little section where they have the cool little nerd stuff. But sometimes they decide for some reason to put really cool shit like NECA, NECA action figures or NECA just shit in general. They'll put it in like the guys' toy section or the boys' toy section, and you know you can find some cool shit in there. That's clearly just been in the back forever, and they just like threw it in there. Nobody cares. I have seen guys go down the girl aisle. I have seen, girls go down the guy aisle, and nobody gives a shit. Not a single fucking person cares. It's not crazy. It's not taboo at this point. It's not a big deal. And yeah, they decided to start marketing shit strictly to boys and strictly to girls because they made more money doing that. They found out that boys like certain things and girls, generally speaking, boys like certain things and generally speaking, girls like certain things. You know, I had one of those dream house, the Barbie dream house shit, and sometimes my brother and I would like make a track with his Hot Wheels, and we'd fling the Hot Wheels over, like we'd jump the Barbie house for fun. But that didn't also stop me from playing with the Barbies. You know, like I was just, I just, it's so weird. It's so weird that we have been trying for like years and years to kind of make everyone cool with sometimes, just, sometimes a guy will want to play with dolls, and sometimes a girl's is gonna want to play with action figures. And you know what? Fuck it. That's fine. Who cares? Who gives a shit? We tried so hard to make that a thing, and now they're like, oh my god, women need to basically segregate themselves from the population because women have never had a voice. What? What? I don't get it. I just don't. I honestly don't understand. I reach out to the Batgirl guys. Yeah, the thing Warner Bros, who has had horrendous movies recently, decided, fuck that. Just threw Batgirl away, and Feige's like, oh, you threw that away? Okay, I'll have it. That's fine. Yes, I played with Barbies and Bratz. Actually, I played with Bratz too. I dabbled Barbies when I was younger, and then I was kind of getting a little bit older. When I say older, I'm still a kid. So when I say that, and I like the Bratz too. The Bratz came out. Yes, I have a hard time picturing that. Yeah, I have my I'm a Whamans. I know, shocking. Yes, yes. But we didn't have a pool, so like a good time was turning on the sprinklers and like with water guns and like water balloons and occasionally throwing mud. That was fun. I had a fun time with that. Women have had a voice for a while. This is just weird to me. How do we create this from our point of view? You write shit. It's such a weird phrase. How do we create this from our point of view? Write shit, women. There you go. You write shit. You write shit. There you go. Such a fucking weird ass thing. The director then revealed with these goals in mind, one thing I always come back to was the one of the wish fulfillment elements of getting to see her walking down a dark alley, someone giving her a hard time, and she was able to kick their butts. Guys, have you ever seen, because apparently this woman hasn't, have you ever seen a woman walk down a dark alleyway in a movie ever and she kicked the ass of whoever's harassing her? Like, I'm pretty sure that's actually a trope in and of itself. I've been kind of watching a lot of the EFAP mini, like the movies that they did, and I'm pretty sure in Wonder Woman 1984 they did that shit. Like, it was a dark street. It wasn't a dark alley, but yeah. Also, I'm pretty sure they also did that in Batwoman. So yeah, I mean, I'm obviously I'm a tomboy. Um, is tomboy considered hate speech? No, I consider myself a tomboy. But I also like don't want people to think, yeah, I'm a tomboy, but it's not like I don't love like female things too. Hell, I was filing my nails before the stream because I'm planning on painting them at some point this weekend. Yeah, she was red monarch. Yeah, she was. She was straight up just yeah. Yeah. Um, you want someone to hit the like button? Yeah, hit the like button, smash that. Take your fez and hit it. Hit the like button. Toenails? No, my fingernails. I'm painting my fingernails. You can paint your fingernails too. I know, it's shocking. Uh, let's see. What else? It was something that every single woman could relate to, any woman of any age. Wanting to be badass. I mean, I think some women want that. I would not. I I do not like generalizing that shit. I mean, I think a lot of women would like the ability to defend themselves, which is why you there's like a whole industry based on women teaching women how to defend themselves. Um, how exciting would it be to walk home in the dark and not worry? Well, I have this weird fucking bizarre ass thing called a car. Um, so I don't know. I mean, I like walking around in the dark sometimes, but I'm not walking home from work. I don't know if that's a normal thing. I've Texas is a big state. It's kind of not really. It's weird to not have a car. It doesn't really matter what your car looks like as long as it works. But it's weird to not have a car here in Texas because everything is kind of it's just like yeah you're gonna have to drive to get to places for the most part. I don't know. Is that like just urban shit? I've never lived with it within like a city like inside the city itself because like it takes a very special type of person to be able to put up with that kind of shit. There are no alleys in Texas. You'd have to go into a big city like Dallas or Austin or even like in Houston. I don't even think in Houston has really alleys. Right. I mean, back alleys? I don't. It's weird. I don't really. Stop now. Don't lie. Don't lie to these people, Pat. I understand. I understand my people. Kind of the shitty driving that they have. Um, yeah, that's weird. She-Hulk is able to walk home even while wearing headphones, not worried because she has the power to not. She's like superhuman. That's okay. Well, hold on. She's superhuman, you dummy. What do you mean? Uh, I don't know. I think it's silly to think that you are above getting mugged in the dark while wearing headphones and being oblivious to your surroundings. I think that you are a big dummy. I think that's really naive of you, man or woman. I don't understand. If you are having to walk home by yourself in very dark areas in a sketchy ass place or just in a place in general and you are having to walk like any kind of distance home and you decide to put on headphones and just be oblivious to the world around you uh, there is a chance you might get mugged. That is just how it is because there are people who like to wait for opportunities like people like that. And you should, everyone should have some kind of ability to or have should have some kind of skill set or something on them to defend themselves. So and to make sure that doesn't happen, you know, uh, I I don't get that. I think it's pretty unique thing that only a group of women could have brought to this among such nuance. The ability to walk home in the dark, apparently in an urban area, because again, I really don't know how many people can just walk home. Like, how many people live near everything, including their job, like, so close that they can just walk home? Uh, especially here in Texas, it's pretty normal to have a car. I don't. It's very bizarre. Um, this is a very bizarre like frame of mind to me. I don't. It's very strange. City drill. They have to. These people have to have just lived in a city and never lived outside of a city before. Because again, car. You walk. You drive home, and even if you drive home, you could get mugged. That is a thing. Anyone can get mugged though. Doesn't everyone have a gun? No, not everyone has a gun in Texas. That is not true. Not everyone has a gun in Texas. I know that seems like it's the case, but not everyone has a gun. And silly. This is so silly. God, that looks silly. Everything about this is silly. Come forth. Give me more. There we go. Putting forth one example of nuanced things, we talked a lot about women feeling the need to be polite. Is that not common for everyone? Does everyone just not feel the need or the desire to not be rude 24/7? Do these people live in New York or something? I don't, and even in New York, that's not the case. So actually, I take that back. Where do these people live where this is apparently their world that they experience all the time? If some guy comes up to you at the bar and it's obvious what he wants, but you don't want to offend him because you're afraid of being rude. So a guy comes up to the bar, obviously. Again, I don't know how many times this happens in the modern era. I feel like these people just watched a lot of movies and just think reality is the same as these movies. I mean, I haven't really been to the bar that much. And anytime I've gone to a bar, it's been with other people. Like, I've never gone by myself. So I don't know. I've never had someone just walk up to me, just start harassing me. So gotta just I don't know. I don't know. Um, you know, generally speaking, I don't. If I want to have a drink, I'll have a drink here because A, it's cheaper, and B, it's most of the time what I want is something I can make. So yeah, I don't know what he wants to ask you out, and you don't want to be rude. Uh, Generally speaking, people are just polite to other humans. That's so weird. Are guys not the same way? Guys do you and play your video games? Yeah, same. So women shouldn't have to worry about manners and common decency. I don't. Yeah, you can also get robbed in broad daylight. Yeah, I didn't even touch on that. But yeah, you're right. People can also get robbed in broad daylight. If I reviewed the Not Okay movie, those characters not okay. Is that a movie that came out? I am so fucking behind. God damn. Of course, they did nothing to protect their own student body. Yeah, no, of course. You can always say no, thank you. Yeah, and generally speaking, if a guy is harassing a woman in a public setting, generally speaking, okay, that is not tolerated. So, yeah, yeah, that's generally just not tolerated. I don't get that. Jennifer, I mean, maybe I just don't know any guys that like to harass women. Maybe that's my problem. I just don't know any. I don't. All the guys that I know, none of them would harass a woman. So, I Yeah, I guess I just only know decent humans. Kind of weird. Jennifer Walters has this new part of herself that doesn't have to temper that and doesn't have to put up with things. She doesn't. Okay, director, what has happened to you? What has happened to you that you are deciding to like self-insert and write fanfic about yourself? What is this? This is very specific examples. This is very like female like how do I put this? This is like female power tripping, like or power fantasy. That's it. That's the words. This is very female power fantasy oriented. Like she's hitting a lot of cliches here. Not wanting to walk home after dark and feel like she can't take care of herself, not be at a bar and be harassed by a guy when apparently none of the other patrons at this bar are going to do shit about a guy harassing a woman. Not the bartender, not if they have a bouncer, not the bouncer, not the owner if they're there, not any of the staff, not any of the people that are sitting there. No, everyone's just gonna ignore a woman being harassed openly at a bar. Yeah, sure. I'm sure. um, let's see. Oh, and that women have apparently just have to. What is this? This feels like this is giving me like like 2016 BuzzFeed vibes. Is it giving anyone else? Like she's like hitting off these tropes. Like these are some really like laughable tropes too, and she's just hitting off these tropes. This is bullshit. Such bullshit. Slay queen, yes, girl bosses, aka the basic bad bitch trope. Yeah. Oh, the dates on apps are weird wackadoos. You have to be very careful about that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is I don't get that. It's kind of weird. It's so weird. And further response. I had like 4 articles, and I was only planning on going like an hour today. this has been a deep dive. I had like 4 articles set up, but I think I'm just gonna do this one because this is crazy. Further, in response to I don't know how to fucking pronounce your name, inquiring as to how the series will tackle and evolve the concept of rage in the Hulk mythos. No, well, hold on, I want to know, particularly what it means for Jen and her mean green alter ego. She confirmed her host. I think we can both agree the female range is less accepted than the male range. What do you mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? Hold on. Oh, she expands. The level of anger that is accepted in society is different between men and women. Is it? Wait, what are we talking about? Like, under what circumstances? You have to be more specific. You can't just say, in general, men being mad is more acceptable than women being mad. I don't think so. Like, what are we talking about? Privately, publicly, like rightfully mad, not no need, not unprovoked being mad, just flying off the handle, crazy mad. Like, or what are we talking about? I don't mad like rage quitting a video game and embarrassing yourself at like a public tournament. Are you talking about mad that you didn't get, I don't know, the promotion that you wanted? Mad that road rage? What are we talking about? I don't. Are you saying that we are you are you saying that just in general? Because if it's reasonable for you to be angry about something, then I don't understand. And you're at the level correct to what the situation is that you should be, like it's okay for you to be mad at. You're not like losing your shit over something that's like not that big a deal. I don't Why would it matter what the gender is? I don't get what. I mean, I guess historically, it's been more common to see men mad than women, but women and men show their anger generally differently. Um, I mean, there are like obviously like the yelling and the screaming and whatnot, but rage in general, like I think it's more stereotypical for men to be more aggressive with their anger and women to be more passive aggressive with their anger, and that's kind of been a little bit of my experience in life. Just men have a tendency to be a little bit more, with it. But I mean, I yeah, that's also it. Yeah, uh, yeah. I'm just no. No, I was actually being serious. I was trying to aim for about an hour. This article, it's a lot deeper than I originally thought it was. We have historically all of these comic books characters, they get to rage at level 10. Yeah, but what are they raging over? Did their friend just die? If their friend just died, they're probably at level 10. I could see that. Then how does She-Hulk proceed when she's at rage level 5? I don't know. I didn't read the comics, and apparently neither did you if you're asking me this question. So that's kind of concerning that you're asking me a question that you should know the answer to if you did your research on the material of the thing that you're adapting. Well, because that's what that's implying, right? I'm not misreading that. She's implying that she hasn't read it. Is this like just I don't know. Okay. Does she proceed the same way that men are perceived when they're at level 10? We really went for it in that regard. Well, you have a source, the She-Hulk comics, to like look at as far as and there's going to be different writers and different interpretations of it, so you could have just like looked at that. How much do you want to bet that these people didn't walk into a comic book store? Like they've never actually just how much do you want to bet? I'm starting to get that vibe. I'm a bit concerned because these are questions you should have answers to, or at least a general idea that you're kind of picking and choosing what you're being inspired by and then creating your own interpretation on it, but still like inspired by the source material that because this is a character that has source material that you can get inspiration from and kind of pick what you want to do. I don't how is she perceived in the comics? There you go. There's your answer. Look at different What is this? His it, yeah. Bruce Banner becomes his id when he becomes Hulk in a way that Bruce is still just a very basic version. She-Hulk doesn't do that. Yeah, that was one thing I kind of. That's what I thought. I thought She-Hulk stayed She-Hulk like all the time. Like I was pretty sure she would like show up in court as She-Hulk. Like I was so she didn't have the luxury of having like a luxury or the complications of leading a double life because she just had you know she just had like that she was the same all the time. More or less. Okay, thank you. That's kind of what I thought. I wasn't sure. Again, I don't know really this character that much. I know very, very basic things. Um, I've never read a She-Hulk comic. I don't even think I've really seen her that much. I've seen like pictures of her. I've seen like little snippets. I really haven't invested hardly like any time at all into getting to know this character. And I know this very basic shit, like very, very basic. And I don't think they know this. I'm really starting to believe they have absolutely no idea what they're doing. This is very concerning. I don't know. Maybe I'm a weirdo. If I dive into something, I dive into something. I research the shit out of it. I want to know all the things, right? And if I have been like put to the task of creating a She-Hulk show when I don't really know anything about the character before anything really gets started, before I cast, before I do like pretty much anything, I'm gonna read up on this character. I'm gonna dive in. I'm gonna go spend like an hour, probably even more, like 6 hours, just sitting in a comic book store and just going over the source material. Maybe I'll even buy all of it so I can go over it again and again. I'm gonna read up on her online. I'm gonna go look at the wiki. I'm gonna look at all this other shit. I'm gonna watch the shows that she been a part of. You know, I'm gonna just see what I have here, right? I'm gonna read up on the people who's created it. I'm gonna see what their thought process was behind it and what they were thinking. I'm just gonna just dive in to understanding this character I'm creating. And I'm never going to end up asking a question that should have been answered by doing research like that in an interview. This is so. I am concerned. This interview has made me very concerned. A beautiful weirdo. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Chose to remain and She-Hulk from whatever. I mean, to be fair though, if I was She-Hulk, I would also do that. Can you imagine like looking across at the person you're going up against and she's like completely ripped and 7 foot tall? You know what I mean? Like I don't know. That'd be a little intimidating. Hello. She was a recurring guest star. Yeah, I'd watch that too, definitely. And especially if I'm gonna bring the Hulk in, I'm gonna do research on him too, and like their relationship because I want to make sure I nail that shit. Let's see. Do I have any more? Oh my god, I have more. This is definitely the only thing I'm talking about today. She also emphasized the topic of gender that would be explored through Jen's interactions with her Avengers cousin Bruce. Okay, they're cousins? What exactly is the interaction there? They're cousins. I don't know. What is there supposed to be a different dynamic to their relationship? Bruce and Jennifer's dynamic is honestly one of my favorite parts of the series because he comes into it having gone through a very personal journey. Yeah, one that kind of just fell off. And he has a predisposed idea that her experience is going to be exactly the same as his, and he has a lot to teach her. Yeah, he goes into it thinking that yeah. Oh, hey, look, I finally have someone that's kind of like me. Holy shit. Cool. Well, I'm here to help. This is probably going to be crazy, and this is going to absolutely like rock your world and just, but you're not crazy, and it's okay. You can come to me, like kind of like a big brother role. Like I know he's her cousin, but like obviously the dynamic would be he would take on like a mentor slash big brother role, right? And then like eventually they would kind of come out as like equals. And if I was She-Hulk and I was just starting to go through all this shit, I would probably take all the help I could get. And the person that has gone through it before, I would definitely be talking to, especially since they're my cousin. So, they better not be. Yeah, don't do that. That was, no. No other way to save her but a blood transfusion. Yeah. That's what I'm saying is like I knew there was a blood transfusion. I didn't know exactly how that happened, but I assumed there was like no other way they could have done that. So, tease the director. Yeah, that's implied. that's not a tease. That was just implied with the very little I know about their relationship. Very little I know about She-Hulk. You're not okay. Let's see. And very quickly it becomes clear that her experience is going to be very different, both physically, literally, and mentally, because of how they've operated differently in the world as men and women. I mean, yes, but like, okay, stop jumping on stupid thing. Stop it. Stop ads. Stop it. Stop. Um, both physically and literally and mentally because of women. I mean, there would be a little bit of that, I think. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like there would definitely be like at least a little bit of that. But I love watching Bruce get completely thrown off his game of teaching, that of thinking he's a teacher and really realize she has things to teach. Okay, stop. Obviously, they would learn a little bit from one another, but he would obviously be the teacher. She shouldn't really be teaching him a whole lot. She should be like, well, I had this approach to it that probably you've never thought of because you're like the only other person that has ever gone through something like this. So you didn't really have ideas to bounce off of one another. But I don't think, especially at the beginning, she would have like anything to teach him. You know, like I don't see that. Nope, the individual person. Yeah, like I feel like he would like kind of be like the teacher and like the general aspect, but I don't see. You gotta get back to work. Oh, okay. Oh, well, you get money at least. That's good. That is good. Well, I mean, yeah, that makes sense to me. Again, don't really know that much about this. I'm kind of just going into this based on very kind of normy, but this show also I feel like is trying to get my attention as like kind of a normie. So very, she's saying to teach them. Yeah. Okay. So adding that other layer to it of it being based on their personality, which actually does make sense. So thank you for pointing that out. That was Ram Bam. Yes. Yes, Ram Bam. Yeah, she would have a few things to teach, maybe eventually at some point. Like, oh, well, I thought of doing it like this. And it's like, okay, but I have this. This is like kind of how I do things, right? Um, because I have like a rage aspect to it. And I don't know if She Hulk has the rage aspect or not. And again, they're two totally different people. And he would just probably show her the original ropes and just be someone to talk to. Because I would imagine it'd be very lonely to like go through this thing. And he knows what it's like to go through this thing kind of by himself. Like not really, but like he's the only one going through it. So he like the knowledge of what it's like is like goes deeper than that. Like he has actual experience in dealing with it. So I don't. This is very odd. I just get this feeling that she's going, and I've gotten this also from the watching again the trailer or the teaser, whatever it was called. Um, when they're on the beach, like, and she just like is perfect immediately, and he's just like, "What? What do you mean?" Um, yeah, I don't. Again, I hate that trope, but also I don't know. They're definitely making him into a buffoon, which they've already kind of done. The Hulk, if I'm being honest. So you show far greater college as an area. Yeah, that's what I keep emphasizing is like, hi, I know very fucking little about this character. I know the very like sketch outline basic bit shit when it comes to this character. And I'm not gonna pretend like I'm not. Like I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Um, because quite frankly, from one nerd to another, guys, um, I know when I'm very deep into the lore and I know shit. I know when somebody's lying. So there would be no point in me lying to y'all, and I wouldn't. do that anyway. So there's just literally no point. It's a futile action, especially when it comes to nerd shit. People know things. They know things really well because nerds are generally very, very passionate about the things they're into, and they want to know all the things. So I'm not gonna hide that from y'all. I am really very normie when it comes to this. You know, I know some things, but not a whole lot, and I'm getting the feeling that I know way more about this character than the people that are making the show, and that is making me lean more towards this is not going to be good. So, hi, oh, hello. Telling your professor you're doing it wrong goes over great in college. Yeah, no, it does not. Reading Wonder Woman comics, nice. That's nice. That's cool. I was into Batman. Still into Batman, actually. Nice show. See, I'm really just not that informative on Hulk in general. Like I know a little bit about it, but I'm very basic on it. So yeah, I do not want wine. Stuff it. Attorney at law after just yesterday receiving a 1-day pushback from its original premiere, August 18th. Oh my god, it's coming out in less than 2 weeks. I don't give a shit about rumors. Rumors mean nothing to me. Alright, well, yeah, there was gonna be more. I was gonna do more articles. Like I said, I had a whole lot lined up. I'm gonna do a shorter show today. I was actually debating on whether or not I was gonna do one, but I was like, I saw these and I was like, yeah, I'll talk about them again. But yes, you appreciate me? Thank you. Nerd Hulk sucks. Professor Hulk has potential to be cool, and I don't know if they do it justice or not, but it should be that he still has the ability to like rage out. Like he's like mastered his ability of strength, you know? I don't know. I feel like they did it wrong. So nerds. Oh my god, nerds. Oh my goodness. But yeah, there you go. That's what I got for y'all. I was trying to keep it shorter today. Will I show my face? I will show my face next week, possibly. Um, this week I was more just yeah. Poor Arwyn. Arwyn, poor just her hard rip to laptop. Oh no, hard rips. Oh dear fuck. Okay, hold on. Before we go, I got hold on a second. Let me hold on. I got Stoof. Let me show y'all this glorious, glorious picture his Persia sent me. Hold on. Alright, y'all will see. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. Just didn't feel like putting on like makeup and stuff today. That's fine. The thing about makeup is you gotta take time to put it on and then you gotta take it off. And I just didn't feel like doing that. That and I was kind of watching Stargate, but then it's up to wait until 5 minutes before my show went live. But what is this? What is this dialogue too? Hulk smashy time. What the fuck is this? Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's super fucking funny to me. Hulk smashy time. That's funny. Why is she gigantic? Why? I don't understand. Know about Arwyn? Yes, her old laptop got just like absolutely annihilated for some reason, and she was getting her new laptop. Like, she was getting it booted up and shit. It was kind of yeah. Tease. I shall. I don't put tease. I never tease. What is this nonsense? Yeah, you don't get to see me, but you get to see. Aren't y'all happy? Am I just not the best to y'all? I am. Yeah. I'm just the best to y'all. I don't torture y'all. Ah. Ah. This is hilarious. Yeah, look at this. Yeah, no, not that shit. Yeah. Um, this is yeah, and Chris was like, "This is what they think She-Hulk level 10 rage is," and it's like, yeah, that's what they probably think too. That's hilarious. This is so embarrassing. This is just like I don't know. I don't get it. Why? Also, I love the fact that God, why did y'all have to make black nail polish basic? Like, I hate that because I love black nail polish. I have for years. And look, she has black nail polish, and she has black nail polish, and it's just like, can y'all stop having everyone wear black nail polish? And I I don't get this. Because I'm trying to figure out what material this is made out of. You know what I mean? Like I don't understand why she doesn't have like all the abs, like 8 abs here. I don't know why it's just a generic like bullshit, you know? If her thighs are this big, she has 8 abs at least. Okay, she has all the abs. Yeah, this looks very uncomfortable. This is very wide down here too. So that's that is all kinds of not comfortable. She puts those legs together, that is going sideways. There is no planet that she's comfortable in that. Also, it's right on her hip bone, so her range of motion has in her hips has been basically reduced because she has this like it looks like latex or something, just like gripping. It doesn't look comfortable. I gotta say. You think that looks badly drawn? Are you sure? Is that your opinion? that looks badly drawn? Yeah, nah. Yeah, it's weird because like I can't imagine having something that looks like it's made like vinyl. Y'all know what y'all understand vinyl, right? Not like the vinyl records, but like vinyl the material. The shit they put on shirts, like that kind of material. It's like plasticky, but not really. And it's like thinner. That's what this looks like. This looks very uncomfortable. Yeah, they're completely off. The proportions are completely off. Somehow her chest is right here. Her chest, so heart, rib cage, stomach, like everything. She needs a taller torso for the size that she is. For the people, I guess people just don't understand torsos. She needs, yeah, it's squished. Her midsection is squished. It should be several inches like longer. Several inches longer. It literally looks like they were in the process. They've like okay, so like right here is kind of, and it keeps going down, and then maybe right here is where the legs start. It literally looks like they started drawing up here, they started drawing down here, and then got to this point and was like, oh shit, I didn't give myself enough room to draw like a proper torso. Whatever, fuck it. like and instead of starting over. It looks like they started at the top and then started on the bottom and then met in the middle, and it doesn't match. And she's supposed to be towering over this person, right? I'm assuming it's Captain Marvel because of this. So her thighs are here, knee down here, all the way down. So we keep going down to like the shin and feet area. I feel like these thighs should be longer just because of the size itself. Because where she is it's like she is like propping herself up on the ground, but it's like she's not like on the ground, she's like lifting herself off the ground. So she's the legs need to be longer. She has no neck. There's not a neck to be found. Her head is way too small for how big her arms are. So I just yeah. Yeah, the angling's bad. Everything's bad. Her fists are the size of her head. Like her head's too small. She has too much hair for the size of her head. Like if you look at that, that looks like way too much hair. Like the part is right here, and I mean there should be some, but the amount of thickness, it's like her head should be bigger, because this means like her part goes all the way back like that, and that's like straight, so it hasn't curved yet. That's just her head looks like a what are they called? It's so it's like it looks like a bar, like you have like a small bar on it. It doesn't, it's not like a roundish shape. It's like more rectangular. There we go. That's the phrase. Yes. Everything is off. So again, it's like they started out with the head, or they started out with the body and then drew the head. Apparently they inked first, I guess. They didn't sketch it out. And then did the bottom portion, and then yeah, that's what that looks like. They definitely started at the top and bottom and met in the middle, and that's why that looks fucked. So, yeah. Anyway, that's a great way to. I should have made this about She-Hulk, but I thought I was gonna do. Well, this was gonna go longer. Yeah. Well, let's see. Same. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. I don't know if you're talking same or if you were agreeing with me, but you know what? I agree. I don't even comment on art that much. It's yeah. Well, I mean, art has a lot of subjectivity to it, but there's objective things you can talk about it with it, and objectively that art did not look good. You can have body proportion be off a little bit, but that was crazy how off it was. That was very bad. Let me see. What do I have? This next week I don't really have. I think it's just the Saturday show is happening next week. I don't know. I might be on the comic roundtable. Kind of just depends with my work. So that's why I'm not like I'm not an official cast member anymore. I am a guest star. I'm a guest star of my own accord. I wanted to make sure that I can focus on my work too. So you only comment on things you're knowledgeable in? How dare you? Has anyone drawn me? Yeah, they have. Was it Jesse Lemons? He did a drawing of me. I had that as my avatar for a little while. I think I still have it. There, yeah, that's what he drew of me. That's right. I like Fez Kitty. Fez Kitty is best kitty, and it is peak kitty. So, yes, it is. It is much harder. I don't know what we're gonna do next week. Do I ever, like, during the show, do I ever know what I'm doing next week? Very rarely. I'll have to find something to talk about next week. We're probably gonna get back to doing video analysis, so I can just hear I can hear Josh going, yay. So and hear that. Right. Yes, Fez Kitty is best kitty. Are you questioning my Fez kittiness? Is that your kitty? Are you questioning my Fez kitty? Is that what you're doing? How dare you? How dare you question Fez Kitty? Fez Kitty is best kitty. That is an objective statement. Okay, one cannot. Yes, you can just hear Josh saying, "Yeah." Right. Stop it. Now y'all are in league with one another. What is this nonsense? Y'all, you people, y'all are scheming. Damn schemers. How dare you? Let's see. I don't know what we're gonna talk about next week. I'm sure because I don't think we've gone like video hunting for like analysis purposes for a little while. It's been a minute since we've done that, but I want to get back to doing that. So yeah, thank you for me and my 10-minute outros. So yep, next week we will be on unless something happens. I thought you did long format. Loki, I do not need your sass. I do long format content, but I just wanted to keep it shorter today. I've already gone over what I said, and I'm sure you'll make fun of me for that. What am I eating for lunch? I don't know. That is a great question. Because I am hungry. So I don't know what I'm gonna eat for lunch. I don't know. I might have a smoothie. I might have a sandwich. Yeah, I don't know. It's a mystery. I don't know. But I will see y'all next week, 12 p.m. PST, as per usual. What do we talk about? I don't know. I probably won't know until Friday night, honestly. So, anyway, where's the outro? There it is. All right, bye. Bye, everyone. Thank you for coming. Bye.